Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And Instagram, you're here. Alright. Fuck, did I split my pants? Okay, no, I didn't split my pants. Sorry. Reflex. It felt like I split my pants. Okay, so this is my heart-to-heart video. I don't know how much time you guys have, and I don't know how close it is to midnight, so this is the last video for outside. Alright, first, I made not an Instagram, good God. Sorry. I made a Facebook Live yesterday, or Monday. I don't know what damn day I made it, and I went off about some life issues that I had to take care of, and that I'm going to take care of. Now, to my cousin who tried to reach out to me today, yo, when I'm at work, I'm at work. I do not answer this phone when I'm at work because I can't afford to lose my job. Alright? The Army doesn't pay me but they upped it 20 bucks. So the Army doesn't pay me but 280 bucks a month, and everything I make goes to bills. So I have no money, all right, whatsoever. So let me explain to y'all why I made these videos. Not the martial art ones, but this going off on Facebook the other day on family and stuff like that. At my age now, I have woken up to my own stupidity. I have woken up to how much doing the right thing helps others has hurt me. And I've reached fuck it for the very last time. Alright? I'm not making videos to hurt my family. Alright? Let's get that straight. Because that doesn't undo the hurt that they've caused me. It will never undo it. It will never give me back my time. It will never give me back my youth. It will never give me back the money that I have lost trying to be nice, helping people. It will never do that. I'm not looking for apologies. I'm looking for we're going to do better. Instead of, we're going to keep doing the same shit that we do from sunrise to sunset and keep dropping the burden on you. Because, you know, at my age, my birthday's next month on the 23rd, and I'm going to be 3 years off 50. And in my lifetime, my family has never backed me up. My family has never supported me. They have only done one thing, got in my way. Effective immediately, I'm done. Now, as for the Fantastic Four, the family members that have not paid me back in the 5 years that my dad has died, you know, I didn't want to be that guy that I was in that video. I didn't. I don't apologize for the video. I'm not taking it down, and I don't give a damn who doesn't like it. The fact of the matter is, when you borrow money from someone in a 5-year span, none of the 4 of you, well, okay, 3 of the 4 of you have not reached out, because one of you at least has cut me out of their life. The other one tried to reach me today. For that, I'm sorry, because I was fucking busy. And when I'm at work, I don't answer my phone. Alright, so if he wants to contact me tomorrow's my day off, that's cool. I'm not naming anybody. I didn't name anybody. But I put it out there because it needed to be said, it needed to be done. And I also know that each and every person that I lent money to, if the shoes was reversed, all of those honey badgers would have been on my ass every day until they got this shit back. Because here's that thing about greed, alright? Greed shows your true colors. You know, I never, ever, ever wanted to be the guy that I was in that video. I never wanted to be the guy that had to remind you that you owe me something. I shouldn't have to. When I borrow money from people, I pay their ass right back. They never have to come after me at it in any way, shape, or form. I'm mad that I had to make the video to get the attention of the Fantastic Four so that they would at least say something. You know, I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be pissed off at me come Friday. So when I come home from work, I'm ready for whatever his dumb ass may think. It ain't going to work in his favor, especially if he wants to do something stupid, which is how he got into this fix in the first damn place. But you know, I'm not a copy. No, I'm not one of the people who causes problems and then go runs and calls the cops. I'm not one of them people. I settle my problems with these damn things right here. But the point of the matter is, you know, he's the one that owes me the most money. You know, he said something to somebody today about it, but he ain't say the shit to me, which is why I'm making this heart-to-heart right now. Alright, my other cousin, who owed me money, he did reach out. I give you mad points for that, bro. Mad points. But you gotta understand, when I'm at work, I don't answer my phone. I'm good Thursday. I'm good Saturday, unless I'm filming, which I will probably be doing, because I need to find a bad guy. Anyway, when you have nothing and you come into an inheritance and people play on your heartstrings, especially people that know you love them probably more than they love you, it's easier for them to manipulate you than it is you to manipulate them. One thing for sure, and I'm going to say this out loud, I don't care who I offend, I don't manipulate anybody. Nobody. I'm a poor man. I'm an honest man. I bust my ass for everything I got. I don't borrow shit. I don't steal shit. I don't beg for shit. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. And I let you know that right off the jump. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I can't do it and I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to tell you right then and there, no, I can't do it. I said, now if I give you a maybe, see, here's the thing about honest answers. I don't know is an honest answer. Maybe, depending on what the question is an honest answer. So you have I don't know and I have maybe. Both of those are honest answers. Because a yes means you damn sure have to do it. And a no means you damn sure ain't going to do it. You know, it's just a matter of who is interpreting what you are saying. Alright. In my life, I have done more for my family. And I'm not talking about my cousins. They're exempt from this right here. But I'm talking about my siblings. I have done more. I have put out more. I have put up with more than I have ever given to them. I have never come to them hands and knees groveling to ask them for shit. No, ever. And any one of them that I've borrowed from, I have paid right back immediately. Not 6 months down the road, not 6 years down the road, immediately. The second that I have money, I have paid them back. I owe no one nothing. And I owe no one any apologies. No one. Because here's how this works, you know. I had my life planned out. I had it planned out. And I mentioned this before in the video. I'll mention it again right now. My life was planned out until people started getting pregnant by people who didn't want nothing to do with them. And then my dad died. When my dad died, everything in my life went straight to hell. Because he's the only person on earth who actually gave a flying fuck about me. And my second dad died before my first dad died. Which in other words, my foster dad held Rick Shiflett versus my real dad, James Williams Sr. When Rick died, we had issues before he died, and we made amends before he died. And when I get to go to his funeral, yes, I sing at his gravesite every goddamn time. And when I go to his dad and his stepmother's grave, I sing to them. And when I'm at his grave, because he's buried next to his mother, I sing to both of them. Because he gave a fuck about me when nobody else would. When I was homeless, he gave me a fucking home. My own family wouldn't do that. None of my siblings would offer me a roof over my head when it was one of my siblings who got me kicked out of the fucking house in the first place. Alright? I got an uncle who I no longer speak to because he brought my father into the fight. He won the fight because everything he said, and if this gets back to my uncle, everything he said was true. Everything. But where he fucked up was he won the fight and wouldn't shut the fuck up. He won the goddamn fight. And then he brought my dad into it. And then he brought my ex-girlfriend into it, who's been away from me for like 10 years of my life. She's nothing else to me unless she marries another black man and shows up at my doorstep. Because then somebody's got to get their ass kicked. Outside of that, I don't give a fuck what she's doing. I hope she's fucking happy. You know, you're free. Be happy. I don't even fucking think about her as much as I used to. You know. But that's not here or there. My uncle had won the fight. He didn't want to shut up. He just kept going. Then he started talking about my father. He started talking about my ex. Motherfuckers that ain't got nothing to do with my present day situation. And that's why him and I aren't talking. He leaves me shitty messages all the time, telling me how he ain't do nothing to me. Yeah, you did. First you told me the truth, and I accept that. You were right there. But once you brought my dead dad and my ex-girlfriend into the fucking mix, which had nothing to do with the fight that we were having, you fucked up. Period. I have lost my tolerance for taking shit from people, which is why I went off the other day. I'm done playing nice. Now, I'm done giving everybody my all and getting nothing. And it's not like I'm actually asking them for anything. But you know, I don't have kids. It's not fair that I had to watch my siblings grow up and have it better than me. And then I had to take care of their asses and their children and their children grew up and had got it better than me, and no one seems to give a shit. So that's how that happened. So, you know, if y'all don't understand how that works, it's because you've never been through the shit I've been through. And I can't judge you for that. But I can tell you the goddamn truth on it, you know. And the truth of the matter is, it's bullshit. I should have never had to take care of my siblings. My mother should have been more responsible. I should have never had to take care of my siblings' children. They should have been more responsible. But that's the thing. None of my siblings take responsibility, take accountability, and no matter how many times you say sorry, you can't give me back my teens. You can't give me back my 20s. You can't give me back my 30s. And my 40s are almost gone. You can't give me none of those days back. None of them. So acknowledging it would be great, but changing your ways so that I don't have to keep doing what I do all the time for everyone else while no one does a damn thing for me, it has to stop. It stops now. That's pretty much what that shit was about. So now I've opened up to my 411 followers. You know, I am an honest man. I like to keep this shit 1,000, but I can't. Which is why, if you follow me on Kung Fu Havoc number 2, I tell you all the time, I give you 99.9. And you got to figure out the other 20, 30, 80%. It is, because here's how it works. Some people can handle 99.9 of the truth. Some people can only handle 5% of the truth. Some people can handle the whole 1,000. And I can tell you, if I gave certain members of my family the whole 1,000, their heads would explode. Their whole bodies would spontaneously combust, and the smile on my face would not be a smile of anger, it would be a smile of joy. But because I got better things to do with my time than live and wallow in hate, I ain't got time for that. I don't know how much time I have left. I had a hip replacement. I need another hip replacement. I need my career to take off tomorrow. In fact, I needed my career to take off 6 years ago. But my family keeps getting in my way. And the worst part about that is that no one wants to acknowledge it. And when people get in your way, when people go out of their way to hurt you, to help them, then they aren't helping you. And when you are part of that equation, which I have been, I openly admit that I am stupid because I thought that doing the right thing for them would help me somewhere down the road. Well, doing the right thing for other people when it hurts you, it is not the right thing. No matter how you slice it, no matter where you come from, when you help everyone else and it winds up hurting you in the long run, you're fucking yourself, which is basically what I did. And I'm done letting people hurt me by using me to hurt myself. And that's basically why I went off on that video. People owe me money. They've cut me out their life. I get it. You know, maybe he dumb. Maybe he forgot. No, I haven't forgotten. I just don't want to be the asshole that keeps reminding you over and over and over again, yo, you owe me money. I don't want to be the guy that has to remind you that while your situation was dire and someone came to me to get help for you, and I did that under the condition that you were going to give me back the funds that I provided, you know, a lie is a lie. And if I was lied to help somebody, at least the person that I help can come back with a, you know what, man, I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can to get you at least half. You know, I know I owe you a fuck ton, but I'm going to get you what I can get you, you know. And if it's only $3,000, that's unacceptable. And the reason why it's unacceptable is because that was my dad's money that I gave up, you know. And not so much as mad about who I gave it to and why they didn't pay me back, as more as the principle of, you know, there's a right thing to do and there's a wrong thing to do. And sadly, the Fantastic Four did it the wrong way, you know. But I can't blame them for the whole shebang. I have to blame me, all right? I have to blame me because here's that thing. And I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to end this video for Instagram. And if you guys want to see the rest of this, you can go to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. But I'm going to say this. I got to take responsibility for my part in it. And the part of it is, I had just lost my dad. And my mom and I don't have the best of relationships. So I did that shit because I wanted to fucking be loved by her. Because I've never felt her love. I've never been the child that she's cared for. And here's the kicker. I've never been to jail. I've never done drugs. I've never been a bad person. I had some incidences in school. I had some street fights, but that really wasn't my choice because her brothers made me do the shit. But I've never, honestly, truly, God, been in any trouble with the exception of that ex-girlfriend legal thing, you know, 2 love songs and 2 text messages can send you to court. Who figured? I figured it out the hard way. But that's about the only legal legality I've had outside of fucking speeding tickets. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't have love from a parent, one or the other, you will be surprised at the depths that you will go to get that love. Consider that what happened, and consider me reaching, why do I have to keep taking this shit? And why aren't people brave enough to tell other people how they feel? I would much rather hear you tell me to my face, I don't fucking love you, than to have me keep thinking that you do, and have me placating to your every move because I want to be loved by you so goddamn badly that I will bend over backwards and give people who I can't fucking stand the shirt off my back. Not because it's the right thing to do, but it's because that yearning for that love that I wanted so bad from a parent is how I got there. So for Instagram, thanks for watching. For Kung Fu Havoc number 2, we're going to continue on with this heart to heart, because this is the last video I'm doing out here. You know. I'm also going to post this video on Facebook, I'm sure. And the title of this, by the way, on Instagram is, I Screwed Myself for the Love of My Family. You know, just to get that out the way for anybody here on Kung Fu Havoc number 2 that doesn't go to Instagram or whatever. But, you know, it's just the fact that the truth of the matter is, the title of it here on YouTube will just be Heart to Heart. But, you know, the truth of the matter is, I screwed myself for the love of my family. And the thing is, you know, when you are not loved, the only person who doesn't know it is you until you figure it out. And I'm going to say that it doesn't take long to figure it out. Because, one, I don't care who you are. If you are a kid, you know how it feels to be loved. You know when you are being loved. You know when you are being treated fairly. You know when you are being exactly fair. You know, if this child gets something, you get something. If this child gets 2 things, you should get 2 things. And that's not how it was. That's nowhere near how it was. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. I'm not trying to put my mom in a bad light, but I'm just telling the goddamn truth. And that pisses people off. There's been a lot of see-ups between my mother and I. And, you know, I'm not trying to make her out there look bad because she's got decent friends. And maybe somewhere down the line, she used to be a decent person. But, you know, when you got 7 kids, you treat all 7 kids like they're the same, or you don't treat them all at all. And I'm one of them people, I do not believe in favoritism. I don't believe in it. And the reason why I don't believe in it is because I was a victim of the wrong side of favoritism. Now, see, when my dad gave me the will, you know, I'll be honest, the only reason why anybody got anything from him was because of me. He wasn't going to give anybody a fucking dime. He told me that shit to my face. Jimmy, I'm not giving nobody shit. I'm giving you every fucking thing. Because you have nothing. You don't ask for nothing. You bust your ass. You're the only child I have that comes see me. Nobody goes out their way to come see me. And here's the truth of the matter, that he's all I got. He's all I've ever had. You know, when it came to like parental love, he's all I've ever had. You know, there was no one I could turn to. There was no one I could talk to. I can call my dad. You know, when I got homeless, the only reason why I couldn't go live with my dad is because I couldn't just quit my job and move to Richmond and still have bills to pay here in Charlottesville. I couldn't do that. I had to keep my job. I was in a rock and a hard place, and I couldn't go home. I had no home to go to because of sibling rivalry and some threats and stuff. And the worst part of that is that everybody took the person who was threatening me side instead of me. And also, here's how the law works. If you're under 18, you can do whatever the fuck you want to anybody. And they can't do shit to you without full extent of the law. And somewhere along the line, I forgot the one law that is still on the books today that is valid. You can't provoke somebody into a fight and then think that you can get charges pressed against them. You can't do that, because fighting words are against the law. Your rights end where my face begins, which is at my nose. And I forgot that shit. I literally forgot that shit. Because when this was happening, I really wanted to be a cop, and I didn't want to mess anything up. I didn't want to go to jail for assault or any of that other shit. So I tried to be the law-abiding citizen that I've always been. I've never done drugs, unless you count alcohol. I did drink. I drank a lot of fucking beer. When Heineken used to be really good, I drank it, and then I found Corona. But other than that, I don't drink beer, and I like vodka. But before that, I wasn't big on drinking. After I turned 21, I stopped drinking. I was like, it's not fun now that I can actually buy the shit. You know? And I've bought beer for younger people, because I was 21 and they weren't. And that's what some 21-year-olds do. We do that shit. I'm not the only one that's guilty of it. I'm just the only one honest enough to admit it. Alright? I'm not going to tell you who I bought the beer from, because then that would be making me an accessory to a crime. But other than that, just because I said I did it, you got to prove it. And yes, I did outwardly admit it, but I didn't tell you who I bought it for. So as long as they don't come forward and say, yeah, James did it. And even so, they still got to prove that I did it. And by the time you go back 20 years to find out when I bought this beer, I'm pretty sure the footage probably doesn't exist anymore in these stores. Plus, some of those stores are closed down. So, you know, a child knows. No matter what anybody else tells you, a child knows when they are not being loved. A child knows when they are not being treated fairly. A child can look you dead in the face and say, you don't fucking love me. And when you try to explain to a child that you do, it's different. So I'm going to go to this movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I'm going to tell you a line from this movie. It's two women and they're talking. And this young woman, she looks at her mom and says, Mom, do you like me? And the mom goes, honey, you're my daughter. I love you. You're my daughter. I will always love you. And she says, I know you love me because I'm your child. You're supposed to love me because I'm your child. But do you like me? So, I don't know the scientific term for this, but I do know that it's a real thing. Because it is highly possible to love someone and not like them, which is my story of my life. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. Because biologically, you're supposed to love your family unless you came from a family of child molesters and people who are just straight pieces of shit. You know, generally you love your family. I love certain members of my family differently than I love other members of my family. If that doesn't make sense to you, grow up. So, that being said, I have cousins who I love more because they're more like my brothers than my cousins. The same way I got some friends that I'd rather have them as my family than as my friends. And by all the standards by me, blood don't always mean family. So my two bros, A-Dog and B-Dog, and my cuz, R-Dog, those motherfuckers are my brothers. They are, and my bro, the other B-Dog, BJ-Dog, or BWJ-Dog, even though he's one of the Fantastic Four, he's my brother. He's not my cousin, he's my fucking brother. The money issue does not change the fact that I love him. It's just the principle of the shit. That I'm angry as fuck at him, but I still love him. That doesn't change anything. Same thing with my biological brother who owes me the most money. I'm always going to love you because you're my brother. But as a person, at this moment, because of the shit that you've done, I don't fucking like you. That does not go to R-Dog, B-Dog, and A-Dog. Those three dudes ain't did shit to me, and those are the motherfuckers that keep my ass alive. I know that I can call those three when I'm down and there's no one else to talk to. I know I got them, and I also got my bro, C. Monroe, and I know whenever I need something, those four guys I can count on, and they can count on me. If it's within my power, they got it. If my career took off tomorrow, and especially C-Dog, if C. Monroe needed something and my career took off and I got it, he's got it. He ain't got to ask for much. He just got to tell me what it is, and it's his. And he knows that, because I know that, because there's nothing that I can't ask C. Monroe for that he won't do for me. Alright? So, we are brothers. Hell or high water, we are brothers. And same with everyone else that I named. It's just that, there's a principle of things, and there's a concept of things that, you have to do. Something's wrong with this damn phone. I can't figure out what the hell it is, but, It's just the principle of the shit. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't figure this damn thing out. Yeah, this is why I don't like technology. It's not saying that the phone is ringing, but the shit's vibrating like a motherfucker. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. You know, the principle of loving someone and not liking them. It is a real thing. Because I could never figure out, I was like, you know, damn. Maybe that's what's going on with my life and my family. Maybe they love me, but they don't like me. And here's why people don't like me. I don't believe in telling lies. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I don't believe in telling lies. I will not lie to people's children. I will not lie to them. I will give them, it's midnight, so I gotta finish this up quickly. I will give them 99.9. I won't give them the whole 1,000 because it depends on who I'm talking with and what the situation is. If the situation is bad, it's really, really bad, I kind of got to give them the whole 1,000. Because if I don't, they may miss something that's important. They may not figure out what they need to figure out. And I can't let that happen because I wouldn't want somebody to keep that shit from me. You know. Now, I have a thing, and A dog and B dog know this, and even R dog, they know this better than anybody else. I don't like to lie. So we play 20 questions. You ask the question, I answer the question. And I answer the question in the form of a question, kind of like Jeopardy. And then you just put it together. This way, I'm not snitching, but I'm also not lying. Actually, I'm probably snitching. But I'm not snitching to the point where I've given you information that you can't get. Oh, it's a video call. Let me get that. So that's what that was. Why is it not working? I'm pushing the answer button. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, this is why I don't like tech. Okay, hold on. Go away. Let me see if I can try it this way. That might work. Oh, come on! 1 second. It's not working. What the? Oh, the hell is that? Yes and no. I don't want that. This is some kind of sexy cartoon thing. Okay, now we got, alright, cool beans. I need 15 minutes, and then I will be able to join you guys. Right now, I'm recording. I'm video, see? Say hi to everybody on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Okay. So, I'm recording right now. Can you say hi to everyone? Say hi. This is Maria. She's one of my friends on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to end this quickly so I can talk to Maria. Alright, so check this out. The bottom line is, you know, you can love someone and not like them. And in the movie, that's what the young lady had came to the epiphany of. That her mother loved her, but her mother doesn't like her. And I'm pretty sure that I'm in the same situation. So that being said, this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, B, C, and U.